Welcome back, RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and every Monday morning we do these live calls on my little YouTube channel, RuralVacantLand.com. And so yesterday, Monday, we did a live call, talked about a lot of different properties, answer questions, and explain how I'm buying and selling properties, and just answer a lot of questions, right? And the call went for almost 5 hours. I mean, I just really had to go to the bathroom. I had to cut the thing off, right? But it's a lot of really good questions. And the competition we had on that call was, what's the most economic property on RuralVacantLand.com right now? And this is brought by the audience, not by me. These are people watching the show. And somebody came up with this one of this property. So this is on Whidbey Island. And I gave this person a free piece of land for coming up and presenting this property on the show. So I have since looked it up and we're taking a look at it now. So it's Whidbey Island, and I got a list of properties on Whidbey Island, or on in Island County, Washington. So it's in Island County, Washington. There's a bunch of them on the website right now, and one of them that he pointed out is $35,000 for a quarter acre. So let's pull this one up. Prices are sky high in that part of the country, and they're hot and they're happening and people love to live there. And then we have this property for $35,000 in the mix, and other people are paying over $100,000 for properties in the area. So this one is owned by VAMC. VAMC's phone number, contact information, picture and stuff are up over my head here. VAMC is a little bit newer to RuralVacantLand.com, but she's got the passion, she's got the spirit, and she's going for it. She's getting all kinds of really good looking deals. So I'm welcome to have her on the website, and VAMC's got this one. So $35,000. So if you're buying this property, you're buying it from VAMC, and for sale by owner style. She got these pictures, put them together. So here's the property. It's a quarter acre. I got this map. I'm going to show you my map because I love the maps. And I'm going to show you some more maps. I'm going to show you some competition. I'm going to show you the market and everything else. So here's the little street that this property's on. It's got a power line here. From reading through stuff in the area, from my understanding, there is power. Like you can see the power. There's water. So the water is provided by the neighborhood. That was my major concern looking at this one at first, was water, because on Whidbey Island, there's a lot of concerns about water and drilling wells and seawater coming in and killing the fresh water that's there. So this one's got city water, so no problems there. And then doing some more research, I didn't find any sewer system. It sounds like these people are doing septic systems. And so I believe you have to do a septic system in this area. And then researching it some more, there's a property up the road that sold recently, just down here, for $17,000. I'm like, geez, $17,000, that's cheap. What's going on there? I'll show you some maps. But if you look at this, you can't really tell until you look at the topography. There's like a stream or a wash or a lowlands coming through here, going through and headed towards a lake. You can see how nobody's built on this back here, but this property is in between two houses. So these people pulled it off and these people pulled it off. So this one's right in between the two houses, and then in the back little bit of the property, it drops off into the unknown, where it doesn't sound like you can get it perked, and that's why nobody was able to build on this one here. It's a little bugger, but this guy up here has got a lot more room, and it's in between these houses, so I think it makes a lot more sense. Like a lot of the properties that I've been trying to buy or buying and research and working on in the Puget Sound area, there's a dichotomy in price. Like the prices of the lower price stuff is, you need wetland specialists and engineers, and you got soil issues, all kinds of things in these properties that don't allow you to build on them in the immediate future. You got to do work that costs money and time and has uncertainties involved before you can build on it. So there's a big price differential of these, $20,000 properties versus the $100-something thousand properties. The $20,000 ones, you got to hire a bunch of work done, and maybe you can, maybe you can't build on them with a reasonable amount of a budget. The $100,000 ones, usually they're usually, if they're priced accordingly and whoever's pricing them understands the market, they're more likely to be able to go for it. So I've had a problem of trying to sell my you can go for it properties at the lower price, and people don't believe that they're workable properties. So this is the kind of market where it almost makes sense to ask for a higher price, and people will believe it more, and then it just happens. But that's not really who I am. So neither is VAMC. Take a look at this one. She's asking $35,000 for this property in between two houses with wetlands lowlands, whatever, in the back little bit of it. And that back little bit is killing this property over here. So if we look at, well, let's look at, before I do that, let's look at the area. Okay, so there's a lake down here. The neighborhood has access to this lake. Supposedly there's like good trout fishing in the lake. This is a freshwater lake. And then across the street over here, you got access to the beach. So part of this neighborhood here has a beach frontage. And so you can go play on the beach. And they've got a pool too, so you can go use their pool. Maybe this is the pool house, I'm guessing. Would make sense if that's the pool house. I don't know if we've got street view over here or not, but yeah, the community has a pool house and access to the beach, and this has got to be the community center with a pool house, and then a dock over here. It says you can use a dock too, so you might have to do something to use a dock, but it looks like different people from the neighborhood are using the dock. And so there's the dock, and then you're in the Puget Sound. So you're in the Sound, and there's boats flying around and zooming around and having fun. So this is basically an island out here, and you can get over to this island county, right? You can get over to Seattle's down here. There's a ferry that goes across to get it, or to get supplies and do the long run. There's a road and a bridge, and you can go up through the north route up here, Fidalgo Island, and you can cross the bridges and you can come down that way. So you can still get stuff delivered without having to go ferry and everything else. You can go build and make it happen that way. Makes it more economic. So we're back to the property. We're going to look at satellite, and at the end of this street is the one that sold for $17,000. It raised a red flag, and I was going, hey, what's going on here? But this one asking $35,000 looks buildable. One down the street does not look buildable at all. Okay, so here's what am I going to call it? 3D view on Google Maps. And you can pull this up in realvacantland.com by hitting the Google logo down the bottom right, left-hand corner of the map when you're looking at it. And then I just hold down the control button and play with the mouse, and it goes 3D. So the property, this is the neighbor's house, but the property is right in between these two houses, right? And then if you go this way, the other property that is $17,000 one over here is over here. It's a little skinny thing pinched off by this. Look at, see the topography in there? It goes down to the lake. So this topography here, like it starts to get a grade, you're gonna have to hire engineering to build on that grade. I'm not sure if there's water flowing through there or what, but just looking at the topography says, yeah, no wonder this one sold cheap. It's too skinny, it's too small to fit a house in there and a septic system. But then the one that we got over here is between these houses, so that looks like if these guys are pulling it off and these guys are pulling it off, then you probably got room to fit a house and a septic system in there in between them, and the other side of the street. I mean, these guys are all pulling it off too. Okay, so here is, I'm on redfin.com. This is the lake. This is the trout fishing lake. And then over here is the $17,000 one. So this $17,000 one, I pulled it up here. Well, 16.5. Okay, 16.5, it was 0.41 acres, but it goes into the wetlands, and it even says it in the description. So this neighborhood has community dock, community clubhouse, guest room available for rent, picnic area, boat dock, pool, shoreline access to homes, harbor, and stocked lake for fishing. It's a recreational lot, no perk lot. So this cheap one up the street, it doesn't perk. They're saying it doesn't perk, and that's why they're selling it for cheap. So you can just use it to go access the community and stuff. So if you live in the area and you want to access the community stuff, just buy one of these cheap lots that doesn't work, and then you're part of the community. But this one that we have for sale, it looks like it works. It looks like you could get all the benefits to the community, but you could also get it to perk. I'm guessing, I'm figuring, I think, I hope. And yeah, so it's right here in the middle. Now, when we were on the call this Monday, I couldn't pull it up on Google Street View because it's not on Google Street View. But I was saying, this is a Microsoft neighborhood, so I should pull it up on Bing. So here, I got it pulled up on Bing, and yeah, so we got Street View. So this is the house next door. It looks like it was up for sale whenever Bing drove by here. See if they got a date on here. I don't see a date on here, but so we could probably look up and see what this house sold for. So let's see if we can pull that up. See if Zillow or something. $100,000. Sold for $100,000. When did it sell? I mean, Redfin's estimate's like just under $300,000 for the house. Maybe it was like intra-family transfer or something. 100,000 doesn't make sense. It doesn't have a date on there, so I'm not sure that's good data. But okay, so here's the house. Here's houses across the street, around the area. This is their yard, and then as we go down the hill a little bit, here is the property. So in this land back in between here, they might have some yard work on the land. So this land in between would be the land. This bush, all this in there. Looks like the neighbor likes firewood, driveway, and a garage, and the neighbor to the south is built back in there in the woods there, and they're downhill from the property that we're talking about. So water flows downhill. You know, this should make it even easier for that to perk. And as you keep going down the hill, eventually you get down towards the lake. You can probably see the lake if I take it. Yeah, you can see the lake down there, and then the ocean's going to be around the corner. So if you want to look at this one, pull it up on Google, not Google, on Bing Maps, and you can take a look at the property that way. And then what else was I going to show? Okay, so that was, let's go back to the website. So there you go. That was the property that was highlighted on this Monday call, and the guy that put it together, I gave him a free piece of land, just a easy piece of land, like an Arkansas special kind of land. And I give land away on the Monday call. So if you're interested in getting free land, I mean, check out Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I do these live calls and we talk about land, kinds of land topics, buying and selling land, specific properties, and yeah, just answer questions as much as I can. But this property was highlighted on that call, so I wanted to make a new video and give an update of the research I came up with on this property. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Hopefully you like this one, and you'll go take a look at it. One of the guys that was on the live call Monday offered to go get some pictures of this one because he lives in the area, so maybe we'll get some fresh pictures of it and see what it looks like from there too. Thank you, everybody. See you in the next one. Talk to you in the next video. Later, bye.